Illuminate Church just finished their first phase of construction, and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know. Today we will be covering the official grand opening dates, how Illuminate Church will be affecting the communities around them, their story, which includes an exclusive interview with their lead pastor, my personal testimony from attending this church, as well as how Illuminate may affect the real estate in the surrounding areas. Oh, and of course, a video tour of their new building, which is what we will be starting with today. Now, before we jump right into the tour, I would like to say that the church is still preparing for grand opening, so you will see boxes around, you will see some things that are incomplete, but I hope that you'll still be able to see the vision of what exactly it will look like and be excited to come and visit for yourself when it's all the way done. This is the cafe area where they serve coffee every Sunday morning, and as time goes, this will expand into much, much more. Next, we have a courtyard area where the youth will be able to play games, as well as there's a field where they will eventually be hosting weddings. This here is an event room where they will host different classes. While we make our way down the hall to the office area, I would like to say when grand opening season starts. So Illuminate Church is already doing test services every single Sunday that everyone is invited to. But the official grand opening season will start February 4th and last 3 weeks, where each Sunday they will host a service, have food trucks, and be celebrating what God has given us. Now, you just saw their counseling room, but we are about to be making our way to my favorite room in the whole entire building. Not the bathroom, but the young adult and youth room. This room is definitely still under construction, but I'm super excited to see what this will end up looking like. And back to the bathroom, I wanted to share where the bathroom was because there are 3 bathrooms inside of the building, and it is important for you to know where each of those are. Now, this room is mainly storage, but I wanted to show you the golf cart that is being used on Sunday mornings to take people back and forth between their cars and the church building. This is the tech and filming office that they have. This hallway on the left, we're going to skip for a moment and come back there later. We're going to head into the kids section, which has a really, really cool room and will just continue to look more and more cool as time goes on. They also provide different rooms for each grade level, as well as a special needs classroom. The kids area will be locked down during the day. Anytime there are kids there, there's going to be only certain people that are even allowed access in this area. This is the special needs classroom, and we're going to go ahead and work our way through every single classroom so you can see what they all look like. Now, we're going to get into my personal testimony later, but before we do, I just really want to say I've been coming to Illuminate for 2 years now, and they really are like a second family to me. I love this church. This next room, a lot of you parents with newborns will appreciate. This is a room where if you have a baby who needs something during church service, you can come into here, have some privacy, and take care of what you need to. Okay, let's head over to the third and final bathroom, as well as the first-time guest parking area. So if you're a first-time guest, you get to park right next to the church. Okay, now time to go to the behind-the-scenes area. You'll get to see the green room here, which is where they pray before worshiping and before speaking. And then we're going to go behind the service area and head onto the stage so you can see how beautiful this area is. Let's talk about the community. So Illuminate Church services all of Central Florida, but it's closest to Celebration, Champions Gate, Davenport, and Reunion Resort. This is designed to be a church for residents here, but also vacationers. With its close proximity to Disney World, we more than welcome people vacationing from all over the world to come stop by and say hello. One of the goals Illuminate has is to be the cool, fun community spot to hang out. They are planning on building a park and are currently getting funded for that to achieve that goal, but they will also be hosting a ton of different events such as drive-ins. During grand opening season, they're going to be having food trucks on Sunday. They really just want this to be a great place to build relationship and have fun. Next up is my interview with Pastor Tim Ingram. Today I'm sitting here with Pastor Tim Ingram, our lead pastor here at Illuminate Church, and I'm going to be doing an interview with him so that you guys can get an idea of how Illuminate came to be, what exactly our goal is here, and how we're going to be impacting the community and the people around us. Pastor Tim.
Good morning.
Good morning. So my question for you is, how did Illuminate start? What were your guys' beginnings?
Yeah, Illuminate has an incredible history. We're actually the product of 3 churches. There was a church here locally that was going through some issues, and so the church that I was a part of in Tampa, called the Crossing Church, came over and was giving health and life to this church here, and eventually the Crossing adopted this church here locally. It was meeting in Celebration, and we became the Crossing Church in Celebration. We were a satellite campus of the Crossing Church, and after about 3 years of that, the lead pastor there said, "Hey, I feel like the Lord wants to plant you and my wife Christine out as a church," and we prayed about it and heard a resounding yes. And so that's when Illuminate was born, October of 2012. And it really was just born out of a desire to have a life-giving, Jesus-speaking, Bible-believing church here in this region, because there's some great churches around, but frankly, there's not enough of them. There's so many people and so few churches. We see neighborhoods being built, supermarkets, theme parks being built, but if you drive up and down these roads, you don't see a lot of churches, which is alarming to me, because churches in the past, and I believe going forward, are such a place of health, of community, of life. And so we don't need less churches, we need more and more churches. And so the Lord asked us to plant a church, and we met for years at Celebration High School, and eventually we landed in this space that you see here now just a week ago. Wow. January 11th was opening day.
So when did God first start putting it on your heart that we need a new campus?
Yeah, a few things. Number one, in 2018, our leadership team, the elders, clearly heard from the Lord. It's time to take the land. We bought the land in 2018. And then during COVID, we got displaced from the school because nobody was meeting at the school, not teachers, not students, not us. And we really started to think, where else can we meet? And we were looking at other places that we'd have to renovate and rent, and it just financially didn't make any sense to do that. So instead, we started taking the leap forward to come here to 7899 Sinclair Road and build this 41,000 square foot building. And the Lord has just opened up doors for us. The finances have come in so that we could be here. And here we are, a week into our new building, and it is wonderful. It is such a place of peace, such a place of beauty. People love to be here, and I'm glad you're here.
And I'm about to be getting into my testimony next, so make sure you stick around for that. I wanted to share with you guys my personal testimony from coming here to Illuminate and how it's really just changed my life. A few years ago, I moved down to Florida with absolutely no friends. I lived in Oregon my whole entire life, and I got a job opportunity down here, so I made the big move. And at first, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do to make friends, but I heard about this place called Illuminate and figured, let me give it a try. So I show up to Sunday service, and I thought it was wonderful. But really, my goal there was to learn about the young adults group. I started going to young adults the next day, since Monday nights at 7 p.m. is when young adults is held. And it was just such a welcoming community. I got welcomed in with open arms, and I started just building friendships and friendships and friendships there. And I am good friends with the lead young adults pastor, Joey Andres, who has had a big impact. God has used him to do many things in my life. 2 of these things that I'm going to share with you is Joey helped guide me into joining the youth ministry. So about 6 months after going to Illuminate, I decided I wanted to help at the youth ministry. And now, a year and a half later, I lead a group of young men, freshman guys, mentoring them, and they really are my friends. And I just get to teach them about God and watch them grow and grow and grow. And it's been life-changing. It's one of the most fulfilling things. It is the most fulfilling thing about my week. A month later, I decide to ask Joey if he has any mentors. I was looking for some personal mentorship spiritually. And he said, I know a guy. So I got in touch with my still current mentor now. And we started meeting. And for 6 months, purely just spiritual meetings. It was so awesome. I was just getting guided in the Holy Spirit, learning more about the Lord. And then, fun fact, he actually is now my boss. So I work for Wavy Point Real Estate Group. And it was just an amazing transformation. He told me, he was like, listen, Camden, you're green. You're newer to real estate. You've only been in it for a year and a half as of now. But I want to mentor you, and we're going to do things with the kingdom in our brokerage. He has 20 plus years of experience, so I've been getting one-on-one mentorship from him now for 6 months, just learning more about real estate and still more and more about God. It has been wonderful, and I love it. Illuminate Church, God used it to really change my life, and I believe He can do the same for you. Now let's talk real estate for a minute. If you're new here, my name is Camden Bobosky, and I work as a realtor here in Florida. I also live in Reunion Resorts, so naturally I'm really excited since our drive as residents here in Reunion Resort is 5 minutes or less. I could see this having a positive effect towards Reunion being mainly a short-term rental neighborhood, having more people wanting to move here to be full-time residents, which if you live in Reunion, you know that would be awesome. And that could potentially cause an upwards effect on the prices here in Reunion Resort. But we truly never know, so we'll just see what happens. Once again, my name is Camden Bobosky, and my job is to inform you about Central Florida real estate and fun things for you and your family to go do. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in Florida, make sure you send me an email with your goals so that I can help you find your way home. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and have a great day.